Yeah, let's do some shooting. And there she is. Feels very well made. Let's go ahead and jump into the range portion. 5 shots in 2 seconds at 3, 5, 7, and 10 yards. It does have some nice serrations. Somebody is gonna win a Traeger right now. 2 core essential belts, custom made, holster, Sig Sauer, custom works, P320 firing control units. Oh, God, this God, I wanna just throw it. One in a chamber. How about that? Hey everybody, welcome back to the Concealed Carry channel. I'm Grant McLean. Thanks for joining us today. I have the S15 Shield Arms magazine Gen 2 that we're going to take a look at and see what are the differences between this and the Gen 1. Before we jump into the review, thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. Love for you to be a Patreon supporter. Go down to the description below, click on the link, check out what we got going on our Patreon page, including awesome giveaways like the Sig Sauer P365 FCU. That's our quarterly giveaway for this one. The prizes are always over $200, so check that out. Plus, you'll get extra exclusive content. Visit nwarmory.com. Those folks are awesome supporters of the channel, so if you need to get anything, visit them and see what they got going on. And, of course, visit X-Hunt Targets if you'd like to get some of the reactive targets that we use here on the channel. Shield Arms. Gen 2 S15 mag. Let's go ahead and open this baby up. Now I have my Glock 43X. This is what I've been running the Shield Arms Gen 1 magazine in. You can see my review on that, which is cool. And we're kind of doing a build on that gun a little bit here and there. So Gen 1, Gen 2. Big thing you're going to notice right off the bat is the follower. So the Gen 1 has that orange follower, Gen 2 black follower. The other thing too is you're going to notice there is a hole straight through there. Reason being is now you have a ambi magazine. So when you take your Glock, you switch over the mag release to, say, the right side of the gun. And it only works one way or the other when you press in that magazine. So if you had the Gen 1 Shield Arms mag, you can see that there's no spot for the magazine release to catch. And basically you would put these in, but they would just fall out because it's not actually catching onto the magazine release. So in the Gen 2, they made an extra cutout. And so now the magazines are truly ambi. Now, depending on when you see this video, because I've seen on, their websites at this point, there's a couple different base pads, and you can get aluminum base pads, extended base pads, and some of the Gen 2s are coming with a slightly different base pad. The ones I received, and I received these a little bit ago, this is kind of like the first run of the Gen 2s, the base pads are seemingly identical to the Gen 1. There's a little ridge on there with some serrations. If the magazine gets like stuck in there, you can take your fingers, pull that out of there. I haven't had that issue at all. In fact, I've had no issues with the Shield Arms mags. I cannot guarantee that your results are going to be the same as mine, flawless issues. Friends of mine who have had these have had flawless issues as well. I have heard of a few people that are like, I don't run them, I owned them, I didn't like them, stuff like that. I can't speak to their experience other than what they've told me is like, I didn't have good luck with the Shield Arm mags. Me, myself, and my buddies who run them, we've all had great issues. So I couldn't really tell you what their issue was. It was via chat, so it wasn't like an in-person thing. Where we could really investigate much more. But they have the little dimples on the bottom where you can take a little whiteout pen and mark which one's which. So if you do have multiple magazines and you need to put little letters or numbers on the bottom, that's totally cool. You can swap out these base pads for extended ones or aluminum ones as well. Pretty simple as far as that goes. But, I basically just wanted to give you my feedback on the differences in case you were curious. And they work just fine functionality wise, as far as I can tell. If I had one or the other in the pistol and I wasn't looking at this follower or the extra cutout, which I don't use anyways because I'm right-handed, I wouldn't even know the difference. So I'm fairly confident, fully confident really, in the performance of these thus far. I want to give you guys my feedback on that in case you're wondering whether you should get them or not. With that being said, thanks again so much for joining me today on the Conceal Carry channel. And if something does arise where I think it's going to be a concern to you, and I'll try to get some of the extended base pads as well to where we can kind of test those out and give you great feedback on that too. I certainly will do like an update video in the future. Make sure to visit our Patreon page down in the description below. Check that out. I'd love for you guys to check out the other content that we have going on there, because you can see we have a bunch of other guns that aren't necessarily concealed carry related, like the Noveski Ghetto Blaster. We got the AK, we got the 716. We have all sorts of different stuff that we like to go out and shoot, and it's not necessarily something we put on the channel, but you can see that exclusive content on our Patreon. Plus, the quarterly giveaways are awesome. First quarter, we gave away a Traeger. That was sweet. And we've now are going to be giving away our second FCU. If you need to get anything, of course, visit nwarmory.com. The folks over at Northwest Armory are awesome, so we want to make sure we're awesome to them. And visit X-Hunt Targets to order some of those reactive targets that we have on the channel. And especially going into the winter right now, that's going to be really nice because I have taken those out in the snow and the rain, and they perform very, very well. So anyways, xhunttargets.com. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time here on the Concealed Carry channel with another awesome update. Later. The prizes are over to always take two. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. All right.